Happy Halloween! Hey, my name is J Mac. I like Halloween and Ancestors Day tomorrow, and I enjoy science fiction and Afrofuturism and Native futurism. Just having an imagination to think bigger than what currently is. I find myself constantly butting heads with people who just be like, well, this is the way it is, looking asses. And I'm just like, nah, bruh, you gotta open your mind. Stop being a two-laned highway, and why don't you become a four-laned highway? You know what I'm saying? I believe in infinite possibilities, multiple realities, because they do exist. Quantum physics is real. Quantum jump before, and I'll do it again. My words are powerful, and I literally have changed my life several times in the best ways. I'm starting to find that my light irritates others who don't see their own light as great. We all got different lights. That's why I made Planet Sun. Because we come from a sun. We're light beings, also water beings. 70% water, so we're transmitting colors and lights, right? So everybody got a different light. We love the many spectrums of light. If we know that we love the many spectrums of light, then how come in this 3D ass earth, especially in the United States, I'm not even gonna ask why. It's racism, it's also slavery. People say it was that long ago. It wasn't. People were still enslaved in the 60s and the 70s in the South. Jim Crow then came, and then segregation. Just like the intentional devastation of othering to the extreme, to the point of killing people over it. Like, dumb. How dumb are you to hate and be irritated by somebody who's different than you? It hurts me. Everybody want to talk about diversity and inclusion, but they forget equity and inclusion. You can't have this or that. You have to have all in and, my baby. These are just my thoughts dealing with the service industry in New Orleans. And I say dealing with because it's like sometimes you have to bite your tongue around certain individuals because they'll take it the wrong way. I take accountability, and I take accountability for my words and actions. I am on the spectrum of autism too. And people be like, you can't take a joke? I'm like, no, I don't joke like that, you know. We could joke about other things that's actually funny, but me putting you down to make me feel good ain't gonna ever make me feel good. Like, what? You want? Like, just say you got a kink. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't doing this right now. Like, you gotta pay me extra for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I am good off that. Like, I ain't about to go out of my way to make you feel bad. Like, that ain't, no, bruh. And you gotta go out of your way to make me feel bad. Anytime I'm like, oh, you trying to dim my light, that shit ain't funny. None is funny about that shit. I know how to be funny and joking, ha, ha, ha. You can do that without hurting somebody's feelings and putting them down. Like, that shit ain't funny. Grow the fuck up. Stop acting like you in damn high school and middle school. Yeah, okay, that hurt your feelings. Good, because that's when I mean to hurt your feelings. Like, stop acting like you a goddamn child. Bruh, I might look like I'm young. I am 30 years young, right? I'm still young. I'm not a baby. We ain't married, so you can't call me baby. And you didn't have me, so you really can't call me baby. I know in New Orleans people call us baby. That's a term of endearment. I get it. But outside of that, baby, I'm not your baby. So sometimes it's irritating. They be like, well, you haven't done this long. I'm like, yeah, don't discount nothing because of years. Passion and energy does not equal skill sets. Actually, I'm going to retract that statement. Energy and passion does affect your skill sets because your mind is in control of your reality. So if your thoughts is like, I could do this damn shit and I could do it well, then you can. Like, it's called reinforcement. Like when you talk to water and you talk nice to her, it's been proven by scientists that that shit changes the molecules and frequency of water. So if we're made of 70% of water, I'm not about to rant and feel maniacal. I'm just I'm over explaining myself to people who go out of their way to not know me, to discount anything that I do. Why does that bother you so much? Because I'm in a small ass city with people who act like that. Oh my God. I am so grateful for the people who see me and know me and check on me outside of social media. You lucky I post this. You lucky I got a YouTube channel. I am grateful that you have subscribed to me. That I don't have to do this. I do this because I want to do this. I don't feel compelled to post on social media every day. Social media is a tool. I do it so you can understand my process and my journey. This is like our Library of Alexandria online. But people think so small-minded. They're just like, oh my gosh, everybody's going to know your business. I'm like, you don't have to give them all your business. You got to have boundaries, my baby. Have boundaries. I enforce mine. That's what gets me in trouble. I enforce my boundaries and people be mad as fuck that I enforce my boundaries, that I take care of myself, that I don't want to go outside and drink all the time. I'm sorry, I got a full bar at home. They're like, well, you got to go support other bartenders. I'm like, well, if I ain't making no money, how am I going to support you then, my baby? Like, you got to do... Support got to look different than just, let me go tip you at a bar that's underpaying you. Support got to look different than putting each other on. Like, putting each other on and, yo, are you holding actual space that doesn't drain or deplete you with people? Do you have friends that only want to come around when you're not doing well? And when you're doing well, they don't want to be around? That ain't your friend. That is your enemy. That is your wandering spirit, monitoring spirit. There's a lot of them out here. Fuck them. Like, I just had a talk with my girlfriend. She's like, tomorrow, instead of worrying about the rent, you don't know how you're going to pay it, why don't you just enjoy the day off that you finally get? Change in perspective to reprogram the subliminal messages that have been ingrained in you that were not yours. Some of these battles and struggles you fight, not even yours. Let that shit go. I'm uploading this video unedited because editing has been holding me back. I love editing. Like, I enjoy the process of editing. I got so much content, though. I'm so grateful. I can say that I got so much content that is too much for me to edit. I got so much content that is so much for me to edit. But guess what? I'm going to get help. I'm going to get an assistant. I'm going to get a team of people who believe in me. It's going to happen. You heard me? I know that Oludumare has my back. SU has my back. I got options. Oshun got my back. All these different parts of Olodumare, the supreme creator, has my back. I know this because I've been through worse things before, and I am only going to keep rising. It irritates people, and I don't care. If it irritates you, it sounds like a personal problem, because it is. I can't control how you feel. You can, though. You can either get mad at me or get inspired by me. I be inspired by people, and I tell them that I'm inspired by them. They be so surprised. I'm like, dang, who you be around? Like, why? I can't say why or how no more. What is the reason for you to be around people who bring you down? Look, if you got a masochist and sadist, can't say that. Say that. Just be honest. People like, don't be too honest. I'm like, yeah, keep them guessing. I got areas in my chart that's Scorpio, like Frank Ocean, where I just want to make a bunch of great art, see y'all, and then go offline for years and come back, here's some more fire. Okay, bye. Years. Still in the background doing cool shit, working with different people. Like, hey, if you're still here, now I get to tell you a cool story. Well, my first time going on a songwriting camp to Los Angeles, it was paid for by the Make It app. I'm one of those artists that I love to test out new apps and do cool things. And I got flown out to Los Angeles, and I still ain't posted the video. Because, what? So much content. Anywho, you'll eventually see it. And guess who I meet on the plane? Ace! And guess who Ace is? Ace Charisma. Glorilla. One of Glorilla's producers that has some of the top hits right now on the charts. That's how the universe works for me. Like, the reason I even did that experience happens because I said out of my mouth, I professed, I declared, decreed and declared that the only way I'm going to LA ever is if somebody pays for me and flies me out. The last time I decreed and declared something, I was like, I'm going to go through this educational program. And they was like, and it happened, and I hold it against you. I'm like, you mad because I got power in my tongue, and I know I got power in my tongue. And sometimes I forget because some people be like, how you do that? I'm like, because literally it's in your Bible, it's in the Quran, it's in Hinduism, it's in all these sects of spirituality that tells us about our creators in this universe, that your power is in your tongue. So it is up to you to decide what you're going to use your words for. And for whom? I use it for myself. Like, I'm focused on doing cool shit. I am here to enjoy my life. And if I get to help a lot of people and make people happy by being myself without draining or depleting myself, that's what I'm going to do. It took me a minute to sit and be like, sure, I'm actually pretty good at this service energy shit. Because for a while, I had the preconceived notions because I'm from Memphis and I got made fun of for being dark-skinned. No, I ain't a victim. I know I'm pretty. I know I'm fine as fuck. I know I'm intelligent and I'm gorgeous. I know. Somebody tried to mess it up because they was mad, but I know. And I say that to say that despite that colorism, I felt a way that at the times, especially in college, in high school, you know, the only jobs I could get was in the service industry. That used to be deemed like, oh, dang, that's what you got to do to get some money. Do what you got to do. I'm 30 years old and young. My knees work like Meg's. And I'm grateful to be bartending because it's a part of alchemy. I'm an alchemist. We all are. And the reason I enjoy bartending is not the churn and burn, like, BS that people be talking about. Baby, I done seen bartenders around this world do cool, amazing things. I wish there were more places like that in New Orleans. They not. They could be, though. I know y'all gonna be watching and spying on me anyways. They could be, though. Like, I'm gonna say what I got to say. I could put it on a podcast because I know how to edit. I have a degree in music. Why did you get a degree in music and didn't get it? Like, I did not do music because it was just my passion. I did it in college because I wanted to get better at my craft and learn other ways to make money outside of being a teacher. Teach piano lessons. There's an entire billion-dollar industry. Some of it's declining. However, the independent artist is about to take over. And I've been an independent artist forever. I always knocked heads with men and women who thought they could run over me and run me and was like, oh, you know too much. I'm like, well, yeah, I came from Memphis. I went through the Stacks program. I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot of imposter syndrome because, yo, a lot of Stacks people had really fucking dope. I'm included in that. It took a while for me to believe that because I wasn't around the right people. You growing up your whole life being compared to somebody else doesn't really help you do well mentally. There's a lot of unlearning that I had to do. And I'm still working on it. Whew, some of these lack shit ain't even my energy. And I'm letting that shit go. Because, baby, I know there's an abundant universe outside. I am grateful that honeybees like to sleep on me. That butterflies like to kiss me. That crows like to follow and talk to me, that hawks like to chill and be like, I mean, I be having these experiences with nature. Like, I'm talking big ass hawk, right? Chilling, just. And the first time ever, and the last time that a hawk is ever in my face while I was on a bike was because I was overthinking about something that I had no control over. And that had something to do with my ex-roommate. I thought they were a friend, and then I quickly found out that they're nobody's friend. They're not even a friend to themselves.